Hey guys, hey, let's make the new Venus by Retro Sparkle Designs. To start, you're going to need your front middle, your two sides, your back, your two sides, your two straps, your two ruffles, and your bottom band. Okay, so to start right now, we're going to take our front piece right here, and now you're going to have your two side panels. So you're going to place them right sides together, and you're going to see that higher point is where you want that to line up with your sides. So you see that higher point there, and then again we're going to put it right sides together on this side. So that is going to be your front, and then your back panel you are going to do the same. So it's that high point, and you're going to place them right sides together just like that. Okay, and then once you get those on nice and flat, you could use clips. I didn't have them near me. You're going to sew that corner to that corner, again right there, again that side, and again on that side. Okay, so now that we have those sewn up, this is what they will look like, and we're going to place our two pieces front and back right sides together. So get them nice and flat, and then you're going to sew down both sides. Okay, so now that we have that sewn up, we are going to work on our top hem. So you're going to fold it under right there about 1/2 inch, and then you're just going to clip it in place. Let's just make sure it's nice and even. So I'm taking my clips and clip them. I went to clip my backside, which you will see, and I broke my clip. So I did not clip it, but I'll show you. Okay, so then you would repeat with that back side, again folding it under. I folded under about 1/2 inch, and then boom, broken clip, and then I was like, yep, well, you're just going to be repeating the same thing. So now you go ahead and you can use a zigzag stitch, which I will use, or a cover stitch. That's your preference, and you're just going to go right along the top, and you're going to repeat on the back side. Okay, so now that that is nice and hemmed, it'll look like that. And now we are going to work on your band. We will save the straps for last. So with your band, what I do is I fold it over, and then I fold it over just like that, right sides together. And then I fold it again, and I'll sew down the side. It's also right down there, but for the sake of matching the instructions, I'm going to show you how it says via the instructions. So you fold it just like that, and then you're going to sew down that side. Okay, so now that that is sewn, it'll look like that, and then you are going to turn it in half right sides out. So just like this. Also be mindful if you're using a directional print which way your band is going to go, because that will matter. So for example, like I make sure my Barbie is the right font, and then I turn my top inside out, and I find my back middle spot. So I just do that, and I cut a little notch so tiny just so I know where my middle point is. And now what I do is I take my bands just like that, and you put your raw edges together. So you place that inside, right sides together, raw edges lined up. And you are going to get that all nice and in there and flat. My toddler decided to steal all of my clips while I was trying to do this. So you are going to make sure it's nice and even in there, right? Right sides together. All the raw edges are lined up. I had a little mishap. And then you are going to sew all 3 layers all the way around. So be careful too that you aren't missing the layers when you're sewing. That's the biggest thing. So now your band is on, and that's what it looks like. And now we are going to start with your straps. Okay, so now we are going to fold our straps right sides together, just like that. And you are going to do the same for your ruffles. Fold them right sides together, and you're going to sew down each one of those shorter ends. Okay, so now that those are sewn, they should look like this. And now we're going to just gather your ruffle so it's the width of your strap. It was about a medium gather for me. It was probably like a 6 on my serger. Your settings will be different though, so you might have to YouTube your settings for your serger, or if you're doing it on the machine. Okay, so now for the next part of the step, we are going to take our strap. Okay, so we're gonna fold it in half and right sides out, just like this. Okay, so now that you have it folded, you're gonna take your ruffle and see, like, I gathered mine a little too tight, but it was still usable. Like, all I had to do was just, when I clipped it, I just pulled a little bit to loosen it. So now I find my little seam right there, right? And you're gonna place your ruffle right sides together with a raw edge to that gathered edge lined up. So just like that, right? And then you're gonna clip it just like that. And then I clipped it all the way around just to make sure it was nice and even. But that's the biggest thing, because you do want your straps to be nice and even. You don't want the ruffles all wonky. So I went ahead and clipped it around. And like I said too, for gathering, I would definitely look at your settings on your machine. I use a Juki, so mine might be a little different than yours. But of course, if you have any questions, let us know about gathering. I know some people prefer to do a straight stitch and do it that way, but I just like doing it on my serger. Okay, so now that's what it should look like, right? So now you're going to take that strap, and you are going to take your middle side seam right there, and you are going to place it with the strap side, just like that, to your right side of your top. So it's, there you go, just like that. And then what I did was I clipped and I found the front, like the spacing, just so it lined up flat. So like I'm not overstretching, I'm just nicely lining it up. Then of course you're going to have overhang from the strap and the ruffle, but you are going to serge all the way around. So that'll secure those together. So here I am clipping that back side to the strap and ruffle. Okay, so now you're going to take that and you're going to go all the way around and serge. Or sew, whichever you're using. Just go all the way around, catching all of those layers. Okay, so this is what it looks like with your straps on. Now, what you're going to do to get rid of that serge seam is you are just going to take your strap, right? So get it all nice and flat. Okay, and then you're gonna fold that strap piece once it's flat, just like that. You see, fold it over, right like that. And then you're just gonna fold it all the way around, just like that. You could clip it. I didn't right here, but then you're just gonna top stitch all the way around using your cover stitch or your zigzag stitch, whatever your preferred method is, but you'll follow all the way around. Okay, and that's what it looks like once it's finished. How cute is that, guys, with that little ruffle? Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below.